I want to welcome everyone to another video. Anyway, I heard of this article that I wanted to read and get a perspective. So, Sweet Baby Inc. involved in Insomniac Games' upcoming Marvel's Wolverine game. Playable character Jean Grey gets the ugly treatment. Oh, oh my goodness. What did that? Oh my gosh, what is with her face? I understand this is an early build, probably, but at the same time, oh my gosh, and what is that costume needs to be changed. Why can't it just have the old look? Sweet Baby Inc. is confirmed to be working on Insomniac's games upcoming Marvel's Wolverine game, as a hacked video shows that Jean Grey has gotten the ugly treatment. Video of gameplay for Marvel's Wolverine was hacked in December 2023, with Insomniac Games confirming the hack. The company wrote on X, "We are aware that stolen data includes personal information belonging to our employees, former employees, and independent contractors. It also includes early development details about Marvel's Wolverine for PlayStation 5. It added, Marvel's Wolverine continues as planned. The game is in early production and will no doubt greatly evolve throughout development, as do all our plans." And let's see, an update regarding Insomniac and Wolverine's game. Thank you for the outpouring compassion. Oh, this is just a thank you later. Okay. The hacked footage revealed that there is gameplay that allows players to play as Jean Grey. It also revealed character designs for Jean Grey that make the character look more like Lucasfilm President Captain Kennedy. Oh, then why not just call it an X-Men game then? If you want to have multiple X-Men characters, that's fine. Just call it an X-Men game. But if it's called Wolverine, I expect to play only as Wolverine. Call it X-Men if you want to have multiple characters. Let's continue. Revealed character designs for Jean Grey that make the character look more like Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy than any Marvel comic artist depiction of the famous member of the X-Men. Let alone live-action depictions such as Femme Johnson or Sophie Turner. Former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern, aka Grums, good source for stuff, recently pointed this out, commenting, "Look at what they did to Jean Grey from Insomniac Games' Marvel's Wolverine, from these leaked early screenshots of the first beautiful model to the masculine, world-weary version we have today. They are ruining Marvel." Well, I would already state Marvel has already been ruined for many years now, but that I've never been this big of a fan of this Jean Grey costume. It's not horrible, but the drawing's nice. The artwork's nice. Not only did Kern point out the differences in the images of Jean Grey, but he also shared confirmation that video game consulting company Sweet Baby Inc. is indeed working on the game. Kern noted, and yes, Marvel's Wolverine is a Sweet Baby Inc. game. He then shared a screenshot that was originally captured by ex-user Master of the TDS, showing Sweet Baby Inc.'s account from September 2021 that confirmed its involvement in the game. The post reads, I have no idea what that is. And also, what is that? I have no idea. So excited and grateful to say we're part of the teams bringing Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine to life with amazing folks at Insomniac Games. It's been truly a marvelous experience. Oh boy. Oh, no wonder I don't know what their stupid Zoomer talk or slang, either one. So excited and grateful to say that we are bringing part of the team, bringing Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine to life with the Insomniac folks at with the amazing folks at Insomniac Games. It's been truly a marvelous experience. Ah, shit. This whole tweet right here basically confirms. Shit. I was afraid of this. After what happened with Spider-Man 2, I had a lot of worries that Sweet Baby Inc. was going to be involved with Wolverine. Ah, shit. Let's continue. Returning to the topic of Jean Grey being made uglier, Kern rejected arguments attempting to explain the phenomenon. We were told it was the difficulty of scanning actors. Oh, bullshit! PS2 had better female character models than a lot of AAA games nowadays. I don't want that excuse. That is complete BS. Or just tricks of light and bad screen caps. No, that that's that's even more BS. We were told we were incels for even questioning it, of course. As a game dev, I knew this was BS. As gamers, you knew it was BS from comparisons with Asian games. Yesterday, we found out a... Well, that is a great comparison right there. Asian games. They don't have problems with that. They don't have problems with making female characters look nice. Yesterday, we found out a principal artist read this as lead. A major studios, including Naughty Dog, Rocksteady, and Respawn, told the truth. Something big happened yesterday, and most people missed it. Every theory we had about the uglification of women in AAA gaming turned out to be true. Look at what happened to Jean Grey from the Insomniac games Marvel's Wolverine, from these leaked screenshots of the first... Let me read that. We were told it was supposed to from comparison with Asian games as principal artists and found read this as lead at major studios including Naughty Dog, Rocksteady, and Respawn told the truth. Count. Let's see. Oh my. Okay, that looks. Why is Wolverine wearing an eye patch? That's odd. I mean, Wolverine looks fine. But why does Oh, dear Lord, that's terrible. What did they do? What else? Oh! Oh! Wolverine looks fine, but dear... Oh my gosh. Oh, dear Lord. The textures on Wolverine look fine. You can tell things aren't finished because you see the clipping, but oh my gosh, what's wrong with her face? And yes, she does look like Kathleen Kennedy. Dear Lord. Oh my gosh. That looks like a nearly finished character model. Oh my gosh. That is horrible. Any more? Okay, that is just, okay. No, wait a minute. Let's continue reading. Grums is referring to comments made by Del Walker as a senior character artist, principal character artist who previously worked at Rocksteady on Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and Respawn Entertainment on Apex Legends and Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and at Naughty Dog on The Last of Us. Part 2. Walker wrote on X, there's been a handful of times I've pitched black women characters that look like this, then after 10 iterations, the concept or model comes back without a speck of the original beauty I pitched. There's been a handful of times... Okay, yeah. Bioko Saka's girlfriend, Tom Benson, stands wearing his first Arsenal squad member. Oh, she's quite attractive. He also responded to one user who stated, dude, a friend of mine and an Asian woman was just telling me about how this happens to her when she designs Asian women for Western games. They always have her work redesigned by a Western artist to look more stereotypical than pat themselves on the back for good representation. Oh, that is disrespectful! And that is just being complete... Why would you hire someone from Asia and then have someone redesign the work here in the. Why? And honestly, I believe this. Why? Walker replied, yes. They also assume adding stereotypical ethno features with a blunt force is some sort of Hail Mary when a range of diversity exists inside diversity. Okay? Dude, a friend of mine, an Asian woman, was just telling me about how this happens to her when she designs Asian women. Okay, this is just rereading. Okay. And another fellow up in his original post, he wrote, I'm not talking about mild changes. I'm talking about pose, aura, style, softness, age, flair. I hate giving Gamergate man fuel, but it's Gamergate men fuel, but it's very difficult to pitch beautiful or vain black women in games without them coming back like grocery store aunties. There is room for both. Honestly, that's fine. I like that, but that is just downright garbage. Who designed that? Whoever designed that needs to be fired. Grums commented yesterday, a principal artist led at major studios such as Naughty Dog, Rocksteady Games, and Respawn, talked about his frustration at trying to get his designs for beautiful female characters approved at AAA studios. Every time he concepted the time concepted the every time he the every time he pitched them, every time he brought it up at meetings, he was ignored. Inexplicably, every character went from beautiful to grocery store aunties. Each revision worse than the last. Grums continued. This is no fan of gamers or GG2. This is a liberal woke dev who's seemingly with a lot of talent who is bringing you this information, and he hates to have you use it, but he feels strongly enough that even he has to say something. This is no myth. Grums declared this is no conspiracy theory. This is happening in AAA, and you were right all along. Why is this happening? He explained, we know that Sweet Baby Inc. is involved with Marvel's Wolverine. We know this because of Sweet Baby Inc.'s own tweets, and because of a narrative director for Insomniac's Wolverine game ran to the defense. Narrative director for narrative director for Insomniac's Wolverine game ran to the defense of SBI. SBI does two things well talked about, he continued. They assist with dialogue and story, and they also assist with character design. Why don't you just have all of that in-house? It is cheaper to do it in-house than hiring a completely different company to come in and do it for you. Plus, it just brings more people and hands in the pie than are needed. By now, everyone knows SBI's public mission to insert DEI sensitivity into all games. This is their sole purpose and pitch as a consulting company, and this explains why Jean Grey went from great to grocery store auntie. This is from Sweet Baby Inc. about a selection. Founded in 2018, Sweet Baby Inc. is a narrative development and consultation studio based in Montreal. Of course, they're from Canada. Working around the globe, our mission is to tell better and more empathetic stories while diversifying and enriching the video games industry. We aim to make games more engaging, more fun, more meaningful, and more inclusive for everyone. Second of all, no game should be made for everyone. If a game is made for everyone, it's made for no one. I really wish people would get this through their thick skulls. Grums went on, we see this everywhere in AAA games. Why is it necessary to reduce Firecracker's butt size in COD? That costs time and money to do for a skin that was already completed. It made no sense. The only reason at all is politics. After Me Too, there was a great call to reduce sexualization of women. He elaborated this horrible incident slammed into the entertainment industry. Everyone overcorrected. Now you can't have any female traits in gaming at all, not even a butt. Ridiculous. The butts have to be smaller than even the male characters. Censorship ran rampant on outfits with Asian games being targeted the most. Of course they did. Oh yeah, what was Concord. That this game is Concord is dead on arrival, and the character design whoever designed these characters should be fired, and Sony should be embarrassed for showcasing this 10 to 15 minutes in their opening of their state of play. Dear Lord, that state of play was bad. The second reason was the political imperative to place women equal to men. Men and women aren't equal. They're different. Even in places where it made no sense. Girl bosses to prove women equal to men. They focus on the masculine traits. They had to beat men at their own strength. No, you don't. No, they don't. He detailed this. He detailed this mean beefing up with women models, giving them thicker bodies, having them beat up multiple men in physical fights in movies, acting stoic, and above all, suppressing their feminine features and strength. That's what that this they call this making women more realistic, but it's really just making them the opposite. Yep, they are completely unrealistic now. Yes, they are. Grums observed cheap stand-ins for male tropes that display none of their natural strength of women and how they are strong in their own right. Yep, he said it. He's not wrong. The last reason is the trans movement, he stated. We've had a couple of internal leaks, including Naughty Dog, that have told us that female characters must be changed to appeal to trans. That is such a that is such a small, minute majority in. That is such a small fraction of the states. The fact that we're having so much of the entertainment in the AAA cater to such a small portion of the U.S. is just embarrassing and sad. Trans community. The trans community that transitions to female wants to pass as female and feel included. Studios are bending over backwards to lower the bar for femininity in order to make this easier. While you're driving away customers at the same time. Square jaw, removable hips, Pokemon Go. Oh, I remember when that happened with Pokemon Go. I tried to deal with it for the first couple days, but my character model was so butchered. And by the way, this was a male. I was my character model was male, and I could not stand it, so I deleted the game, and I've not gone back since. Reduction in bust size. All of this fits. See, why in the world? And yet, male character models will look fine. They will look jacked up and look like they're on steroids at the peak of male capability. And of course, their junk size will be enlarged. And they'll have good butts. He then questioned, but is this all really happening? We know that Sweet Baby Inc. is involved with Marvel's Wolverine. We know this because Sweet Baby Inc.'s own tweets and because a narrative director for Insomniac's Wolverine game ran to the defense of Sweet Baby SBI. SBI does two things. Well, okay, I already read this. He answered his rhetorical question. The answer is no. None of these changes help. They don't help the industry plagued by layoffs and soft sales. They don't help gamers, many of whom are women, who want to play beautiful female characters. They don't help trans, who also want to pass as beautiful women and aspire to that. He's not wrong there either. These are empty token gestures born off a knee-jerk response to misguided empathy. They do more harm than good, and they will continue to hurt the entire industry as the trend continues. It's time to stop, he concluded. What do you make of it being confirmed that Sweet Baby Inc. is working on Marvel's Wolverine and that it appears they are making Jean Grey ugly? Well, from the track record of Sweet Baby Inc. and the AAA gaming market as it stands, I would not be surprised if this is very close to what Jean Grey looks like. in the final product. And instead of us getting something close to this, which I would I would really like this design to be brought to the fore, a just with one of Jean Grey's other costumes, but something more like this. Not this abomination. I don't even like her costume. Well, there you have it. Sweet Baby Inc. has officially been confirmed to be involved with the Marvel's Wolverine game from Insomniac. Well, I won't be touching that game with a 100-foot pole. I was considering getting a PlayStation 5 for the game a couple years back, but it's not happening now. Anyway, this video is getting long in the tooth as it is already. I wanted everyone to have a good night and have a blessed weekend.